In the name of God the Almighty, peace to you. Today I will speak about money and children and why they are made just for this mortal life, and they play a huge part of the test we go through. Basically, uh, these two subjects and parts of our lives, the money and the children, they are maybe useful for many in this short life or mortal life, but they are meaningless, almost meaningless for money, definitely meaningless for the afterlife, I mean the eternal life. And children could also be completely meaningless. So, why people should pay attention to not get fully attached to these uh, two parts of their lives in this test. First of all, money is very tempting. Wealth, people like to have more wealth and to become wealthier, especially in the since the industrial revolution, and we have been growing and evolving more and more into a materialistic lifestyle. So people like to have luxurious houses, new cars, every possible gadget they could get, and uh, also they like to have children because they like to own things, and or actually they believe they own things, but actually we don't own anything. It's just we are being given these things to test us, and once we die we don't take no money, neither money nor our children with us. So and also our children, after we die, they build their own families, and also they have their own way of life. They have their own roads. So they are the children of life. They are not the children of their parents. That's the most important thing that should be explained first of all. So why money is so dangerous in this world we are living now? It has been proven very dangerous because when we build our societies on economy and on wealth and on money and on income, we are becoming trapped in a trap of greed, of competition, blind competition, greedy competition. Uh, it's like the ones who have the uh, major capitals are sucking the lives out of the people who are uh, dependent on them. So that's why money is becoming more and more dangerous, not only on the human race, but also on on nature, on the ecosystem. And we have seen what we have done to the planet just in the last 100 years. So we have, as I said, money is a part of the test. We have to use money, I mean, if we have to, but we should not worship it, or we should not live for accumulating or for gathering it, or for, you know, just you should not love it. You should not get attached to it or addicted to it, or try to, focus all your life on how to win more money, because you'll be wasting your time on nothing. Basically nothing. It looks something to you because you are earning more money, you are being able to do more things, but they are all superficial things. You are not using your time wisely for the things that matter when death comes. And we are here, as I said in previous videos, to be or not to be. So we are building, creating our own selves for eternity. We have been borrowed this life with a soul, living soul. So it's borrowed. After we live this mortal test, God will judge who is worthy of the soul, so he will be given it for eternity. Those who lose themselves, they lose themselves because they waste their time accumulating wealth, giving birth to children, and all these things. And all these things are superficial, they are meaningless. We are here to create ourselves. What does that mean? It means that we should spend our time in something we love to do, something creative, something we can give to this world with it more than we take. Uh, Live a life dedicated to improve ourselves, our wisdom, our knowledge, not our bank account, not our belongings, which are all temporary anyway. So this is a point that everybody should understand. And I think if you are non-religious, you should understand how much important is science, how much important that you grow in knowledge, you read books, you think freely, and all these things. And if you are religious, I think in all religion, I mean, Buddhism tell you do not attach yourself to materialism. And in Christianity, Jesus said, if you love your children more than me, you are not worthy of me. That means if you love your family members more than God, you are not worthy of God. So what does that mean? It means once you get attached completely to your wealth and your children, you are completely taking yourself out of the eternal existence, because you are not doing anything that's valuable. You are just happy with these decades you are living here in this mortal life, and that's it. In the end, you will go there and you have nothing, but you have earned nothing. I have been working for money. I have been raising my children, and then when I died, I did nothing. I have nothing. I didn't grow in knowledge. I didn't grow in wisdom. I haven't been creative. I didn't give the world more than I took. You are giving children to the world. You are giving to humanity more debt, especially now in this world we are living in. As I said, in the last 40 years, we have the number of human population doubled from 4 billion to 8 billion people. So wisdom should stay to anyone that if they could not give birth to any child, that would be better even. So what's going on, as I said, with the money? Everybody is relying on money. Everybody is dependent on those who have more money. And that's why they are all enslaved by wages. They are all enslaved by a specific way of living, how they eat, how they work. And most of the work they do, they are not, something that comes from the heart, or it's meaningful for the long term. It's more like slavery, and a masked slavery. And many people are not happy with the lockdown of the COVID-19, but I think it's a blessing from heaven. Maybe people should wake up that they should pull themselves out from the monetary system and from this voodoo economy, built economies worldwide. They should love each other. They should work for each other for free. They should work for themselves to learn more wisdom, more knowledge, work for science, work for more, the more valuable side of life. I mean, humanity produced, unfortunately, very few number of free thinkers and scientists throughout history. Imagine if this population was nearly 5% or so. we would have been in a far better place. But unfortunately, plenty of ignorance still going on. Even people go to universities and have education. I mean, of course, there are people who are not having education at all in poorest countries, but also even in the richest countries, people go to universities and academies, not because, of course, there's little percentage that go because they love some specific field to study, etc. But the majority go there because they want to study a field that could bring them a good income and a good life after they graduated. So when everything is built about around wealth and family, it goes fruitless in the end. Once you die, you get nothing. You wasted your time for nothing. You haven't been using your time for yourself. You have been using it for your children, for your family, for your social status, how many cars you have, how much is successful your business, and all these things. So that's why, and it's not only the danger is about creating ourselves, it's also it's dangerous the materialistic way of life. It's also dangerous on the values of feelings, on sentimentality, of love. I mean the true love. I know many people speak about positivity and love on their lips and I love you from hundreds of miles, but this is all they are lying to themselves and lying, but they can't lie on God or nature or on people who care for. So all this have been going on, and we are becoming more and more like robots, no feelings. If we mean love, we mean sex, and if we do sex, we do it like robots without feelings. We jump from bed to another every week or every month. So it's becoming very, and that's why we see the sexual toys industry is flourishing more and more, because you know if you go sleep with someone, the same thing you're sleeping with a doll, because there is no feeling involved. So that's why we have been uprooted from everything that's really humane, and we are worshiping, because we are worshiping money, we are worshiping uh, any day we could, plus day we could have in this life, uh, even if everything around us is miserable. So that's why money and children are a very huge part of the test of this mortal, but it's not the part that's used for good reasons. It's completely a trap and a trick that, unfortunately, as we can see worldwide, the vast majority of people have been falling for it. And because in all religions, as I said, they tell us to not attach ourselves to materialism, and our children are not ours. And so in the end, in the afterlife, with the mercy of God, we could go into paradise with all our families, or part of them at least. But there will be very different ranks, and there will be people who those who worked well during their lifetime, used every second, like Charles Darwin, like Nikola Tesla, like Albert Einstein, like Oscar Wilde, any free thinker, any scientist, real scientist, anyone who loved something and dedicated their life for their creativity, for their communication with their maker. They tried to bring something to the human civilization that wasn't there before. Try to comprehend how things function, how things work. And these are the people who God will enjoy company with. And but people who just wasted their lifetime just running behind money, they didn't enjoy it. I'm sure about that. Even if they pretend to be enjoying it, they are slaves to whatever thing they attach themselves to. So they are always having a headache if they lose some money, or if their business is stuck in something, or if the business of someone else became more successful, or if their brother or sister became wealthier or have more children than them, or the children of their sister is smarter in school. So all these competition and materialistic things that goes once you die completely. You can't do anything with your money once you die. You can't do anything with your children once you die. So all these things are not something to be hold to, and as I said, they are the reason behind many today problems like climate change, because businesses and corporations are eating all sources of resources of the planet, and also the explosion of the human birth uh, is making problem by the minute even worse. So I think everybody who's sane and understand why God and messages and commandments said to not get attached to these things, materialistic things. Yes, if you got kids, fine. Don't bring give birth to many. Try to be you are a couple of two. Give birth to maximum. You leave this world, leaving behind you two, like the what? Give that. So all these people, they have to pay attention and to not get attached to themselves too much to children and money, because as I said, they are not the part that will go with us to the eternal life. And I think the topic I have been talking about this before, but you have to keep reminding people, because I believe we are uh, going very close towards the end of the civilization. So we have to prepare ourselves very well to the afterlife. So whatever you have of wealth, try to spend it on something useful in these coming days and weeks, and try to improve the level of your knowledge. Try to gain any something that goes with improve your soul and your mind, and try to clean your mind and heart and everything like this. Try to communicate well with the spiritual realm and with God. And that's it from me today. I hope I didn't miss anything, any point I should be tackling in this topic. But everything is clear. As I said, Buddha, Jesus, everybody spoke about that. And even in the Quran, also, the plenty of verses that speak about warning us that children and money are just a test, so we should not get too much attached to them. That's from me today. Peace to you.